Hello everyone, welcome to this video tutorial. So this document I'm going to use it to do referencing. Here I have this document and I'm going to create little title page, some other pages that will differentiate from the cover page and the main document and the main project. So stick around and let me quickly adjust the file where we start the formatting together. Okay, now I have several pages. Now I have 12 pages. So I'm going to start designing this page. Control A to select all. So come back to the home. I'm going to eliminate this spacing. So I'm going to use Time New Roman always. Most of the school prefer Times New Roman. So I'm going to look for Times New Roman. Times New Roman, good. And I'm going to take it to 12 as okay. Now I have the title page and I have the table of contents and I have acknowledgement, dedication, certification, then I have the chapter 1. So I'm going to start the work from this certification, which is going to be the last page that is going to carry the Roman numeral number. So now let's recall from the page. So I'm going to break it to the next section from here. So here I'm going to click Control Delete to call back the chapter 1. So I'm going to insert the page number to the footer, so to the bottom of the page. So I'm going to select from the list. So I'm going with this. Here I have from the footer section 2, so previous. So this is the footer section 1. So let's go to the first page. Okay, so this is the first page. So I'm going to change the number format to the Roman figure. So take it to the Roman figure, click OK. So I'm going to go to the next. So this is the next. I'm going to delink it from the previous one. So I'm not going to link it together. First delink it, then come here, set the format to start at 1. So I'm going to go back to the previous. So I'm going to check the first one, uncheck the box to display. Our normal first page doesn't show number, so different first page to show. So it's going to take out the number from showing. So this is the header. I can reduce it a little bit to give me more space on the page. Okay, I think I'm done. So I'm going to double click here to leave the space. So go back to the referencing. So here, to do the automatic referencing to your page, you need to set something in places. So the title page, I'm going to come back to the home. Like I said, in our styling, we can have head 1, head 2, head 3, and so on. So I'm going to start with head 1. I've clicked the head 1. So now I'm coming here to, okay, so this is the head 1. Good. I've selected the head 1. All I need to do next is to move to the next one. Oh, before that, I want to do a little adjustment to the style. I want to do a little adjustment to the style. So I'm going to do a little adjustment to the style. So I'm going to click on manage style. So this is the head 1. So I'm going to come here to adjust the size of the head 1. So I'm going to modify it. The head 1, I'm going to change the font to our normal Time New Roman. I want it to be bold, and this time I want it to be 14. Then I want to change the number, the color to this, and by default automatically updates. That means any head 1 will be arranged, will be given the format style I'm giving this one. If I check this box, so I'm going to leave it like this. So I'm going to come here and do a little formatting for the paragraph, indent and spacing. So I'm going to remove this spacing and let it go in line with the first one. So I'm going to put this at double, or put 2 here. So I'm going to click OK, then OK, and OK. So you can see now with Control Shift and C, you can copy this formatting style. Control Shift and C to copy this formatting style. So I'm going to apply the same thing to this. Click here, or Control Shift or C. So I'm going to apply the same thing to this. So I'm going to apply the same thing to this dedication. So I'm going to apply the same thing to this. I'm going to apply the same thing to this chapter 1. So in this regard, I think we need to put it in the center. So let's go back here and do a little formatting. So we can put all the head one in the center. So let's modify. Let's put them in the center. Then let's automatically adjust. It should affect all of them. Let's go back and check. Okay, fine. Now this introduction, I want you to make it head 2. The introduction will be the head 2, 1.0, 2.1, all these will be in head 2. So I'm going to click this. So I'm going to come here to the head 2. Then I need to format the head 2 as well. So I'm going to format the head 2. Let's modify the head 2. So we are going to put the head 2 back to the 12 normal size. Then take this to the Time New Roman and take this to color black. Do a little adjustment about the paragraph so everything will fall in line. So I'm going to take this off. So I'm going to take this to double. So I'm going to say okay. Then I want you to automatically adjust and click OK. Then OK here. So here our H2 has been formatted. Then we forget to make it bold. So I can bold it here. Okay. Now let's move forward. This is H2 as well. Let's do the setting here to make it bolder at once. So modify the style, make it bolder. I think it's okay. It's cool. So automatically we have bold all these header. It has to apply to this as well. So modify. We didn't check this box. Okay, it was checked. It's bold already. Okay, so let's move forward. Now we have picture. So you need to label your picture. All you need to do in the reference, come back to the reference, insert caption. That's what you do to label. You can see the system has given you the figure 1. So this, let's call this Microsoft Word interface. And the figure should be, it should be called figure, not table. You can call it equation, you can call it figure, you can call it a table. It should be in the below. And the numbering is okay. It has make it figure 1. So let's go and click OK. Now look here, we have a figure label. So moving forward, this is part of chapter 1. So here I have chapter 2. I'm going to name it Ed 1. The literature review, which is going to be my 2.0 or 2.1. So I'm going to give it Ed 2. So the conceptual review, let's say this is 2.2. So I'm going to give this 2.2 the same Ed 2 as well. So I'm moving forward to chapter 3. So I'm going to give this Ed 1. So research methodology can be 3.0. So it's going to take Ed 2. So chapter 4 can take Ed 1 as well. Discussion of finding, that is 4.1 or 4.0, can take Ed 2 as well. So let's move forward. So we have for chapter 5 the recommendation can take Ed 2, conclusion can take Ed 2, summary can take Ed 2 as well. So the referencing will be add one. So here we need to set to upper format. Come to the home. Before we do that, okay, here we have our ruler. So this is the first line indentation, which represents the first thing you type, the first thing, the first I of this paragraph, the first A of this paragraph, the first B of this paragraph, because this is inclusive in this paragraph. This 12 page or so is inclusive, this is inclusive, this is inclusive in this paragraph. So that's what the first, and this one is the second, is left indent. So here is the right indent. So we are going to highlight this and move the first indent, the left indent in a bit to this, and take the first line that out a bit. Then we need to sort it to make it um to align it, to sort it, to go by ascending or descending order. You know, our references have to start with A, B, C, and so here I don't have either, so you have to sort the text by the paragraph. You click on OK, so we have, it has been sorted. Then here we need to put space after the paragraph. This can be set to a preferred spacing like we did the other time, or you do it manually by clicking at the edge, press enter, 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 then you continue with your referencing. Now before we go on the page lay on the table of content, we want the system to automatically bring all these pages we've done so far. So here, let's come back to the reference. The first thing on the list is the table of content. So these are the automatic table. So we have the manual, so I'm going to go with the first automatic table. When I click it, the system will bring all the table format for me appropriately with their page number. So can you see, so that I have those, so it can be adjusted, it can be edited. So I'm moving forward to the footnote. So when you are making reference to a particular line, so I want to make reference to the save or this whole line, I can insert a footnote. So when I insert a footnote, I'll say save can also be achieved by pressing Ctrl X. So this is how you create a footnote as well. So let's go back to the save and see, maybe the system has given the test our reference. You can see there is reference here, so, and it's coming here. So that if I did another footnote, it is going to label it number 2 and so on and so on. Thank you for staying with us. See you on the next video tutorial.